Mike and Eva, it's all about technology. It's great when it works. You can have lights, sights, sounds, and songs on stages like this, but technology awful when it doesn't work. This might seem backwards, but at first people really didn't have anything to say because they tell me they don't have enough information or resources to be able to get the vaccine. There are 323 restaurants in the Erie area, not to mention all the bars that are being affected as this announcement comes today. Owners would like the minimum wage to be increased, but they can't afford it right now. Even though their business hasn't stopped, it has slowed down due to loan payments and other things being deferred. Bishop Dwayne Brock visited Ohio last weekend for a conversation with Columbus Bishop Donald Washington. They were looking to seek solutions to end injustice across the country. Bishop Brock didn't imagine 2 days later there would be a shooting that happened in that exact same city. For owners, it's difficult to see parking lots and small business plazas thinning out and getting close to empty. Don Plonsky is known for owning Scooter's Bar and Grill, but he's also known for something else. An idea he had about something called American Gladiators almost 40 years ago, now garnering national media attention. Having a dream matters. Chasing your dreams matters even more. Don Plonsky is living proof. He's one of the original American Gladiators.
Create this show, and he said, you're going to call everybody out in Erie. And I was all for it. He goes, you're going to be the one that's going to do it. You're going to be the first original gladiator. Plonsky was there from day one in the late 80s with Dan Carr and John Ferraro. 6 months later, it was a weekly staple in the bright lights of Los Angeles. Now, it's in the national spotlight again.
We, of course, had to come, and we're happy to be here in Erie to help tell the real story of American Gladiators.
Ben is a director for the critically acclaimed ESPN series 30 for 30. The series stopping in Erie, prepared to tell Don's story to the nation at large.
We're still trying to define what the story is, what it is, and what it isn't. It seems to be growing. The people of Erie have been great, giving their truths in regards to this story, and we're again excited to piece it all together and bring it to the ESPN 30 for 30 and Sundance.
We asked Plonsky if he ever thought American Gladiators would grow this large, much less be featured across the country. His answer, no, but he's more than thankful the hard work paid off.
People that know me around that era and younger people don't really understand, but it was an honor.
For Don, it's a testament to the countless hours he put in for nearly 4 decades, an opportunity to share his story, a story that will make even a gladiator shed some tears. It's got a lot on your heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm strong. I'm a warrior. Yeah, I'm a warrior.
Look at what you can do on a football field besides just sports. Think about it. You have the space for, let's say, a graduation. You have the space maybe to hold a prom if you do something of that nature. And you also have the space to hold a musical theater event. Yeah, all those events sound really difficult and almost impossible to pull off. But don't tell the people here in Edinburgh. They're trying their best to make sure they happen this spring. Edinburgh students Maeve Stewart and Bailey Summerfield understand that for the last few semesters, in-person graduation has just not been possible. But after hearing feedback from previous grads who were disappointed they couldn't graduate in person, they felt it was necessary to figure out another option.
There's only so much you can do with a virtual commencement ceremony. So yeah, it definitely wasn't a fun thing for them.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me that they were disappointed with the experience because all they got was a PowerPoint slide.
So earlier this week, they started a petition to hold commencement outside in a safe, socially distanced manner. The petition already has almost 1,300 signatures.
When we started it, we had no idea that we would gain so much support. We had hoped for support, but we didn't think we were going to get over 1,000 signatures in 24 hours.
So let's show you how this would play out visually. According to the students' proposal, students would walk in through the far entrance and down the track. They would walk into this end zone that I'm standing in, and that's where the stage would be, where the commencement process would occur. Fans would be in the bleachers watching their students graduate at safe, socially distanced levels to make sure COVID guidelines are still met. University leaders took note of this proposal. Edinburgh University has released a statement regarding the petition showing appreciation for the students' passion and advocacy. The statement reads that university leadership and the emergency response team will review the suggestions to see if it is feasible. A final decision regarding spring commencement will be made by March 22nd.
We're not even going to call it Broadway dinner. We're going to call it Broadway something. We haven't figured that out yet.
Over at General McLean High School, plans are already in motion to host the annual Broadway dinner, the school's theater production, on the football field. Director Bruce Yates says he'll do everything in his power to avoid having a virtual show, something he says students are beginning to get tired of.
The novelty is worn off. We're ready to get back to live performance.
The plan includes a portable stage and 2 video boards with spectators on lawn chairs and in the bleachers. Yates feels that if it's done right, this could be a production that his students and the community could never forget.
So this thing is about giving back to them.
It's giving back to them. I mean, they give as much to me as I give to them. You know, that's what performing is all about.
And the field might end up holding other events too. Principal Dan Menno is hopeful that students and administration can plan the school's prom and graduation outside. But he admits it'll take a lot of planning and patience to pull it off.
They're just saying, look, let's just not put limitations on it right now. Let's not try to just establish that it has to be this way. If we can do it creatively, let's do it. So that's what we're doing right now is getting everybody together and trying to make as many good plans as we can.
So I had to ask Menno and I had to ask Yates here at General McLean, what about all the barriers standing in your way? What if it rains? What if there's a resurgence of COVID cases? What happens then? Will it be all for naught? They said, yeah, that's a possibility. It could definitely happen. But what if we didn't plan and everything was okay? They say they want to at least give students the chance, the opportunity to feel the things and get the events that they couldn't do in 2020 at this time. Live at Linden Field at General McLean High School, Isaac Petkac, Erie News Now.